Aloha, this is Patrick Long with PatrickLongRealty.com. And if you are looking for a place that is family-oriented, close to the military bases, give you the convenience that you're looking for, and jam-packed with rec centers and parks for the kids, I think I got the place for you. Welcome to Mililani. Now we're gonna cover a lot of information in this video when it comes to Mililani. We're gonna go over the brief history, the location, pros and cons of Mililani, things to do out here in Mililani. We're even gonna spotlight two beautiful properties in two different areas of Mililani that you're definitely gonna wanna pay attention to. So let's find out why they coined this place the All-American City. Now let's talk about location. Mililani is smack dab in the middle of the island. It's in technically central Oahu. And the one thing about that is you will be the furthest from the beach, but we are on an island, so you're never really that far from the beach. I think Haleiwa is maybe 25 minutes away. For my service members, you're only about 30 minutes without traffic to Pearl Harbor, an hour with traffic. And if you're stationed at Schofield, maybe 10, 15 minutes max. So there's a lot of conveniences when it comes to Mililani, not only for work, but also in this location, they have a lot of the big box stores that you need, the Walmarts, the Long's Drugs, as well as a Costco over in Waipio. Now let's talk about the pros and cons of living out here in Mililani. Pro number one would definitely be that it's very, very family oriented. And you can see that not only in the master plan, but how they built it. You've got 7 rec centers, plenty of parks for you to enjoy with your family, which would lead us into the second thing, which is great school districts. Mililani offers some of the best public schools, not just in Oahu, but across all the islands. And number 3 would be the suburban feel. If you want that mainland suburban feel, there's a reason why they call it the American City out here in Hawaii, is because it feels very suburban-like and very much like a grand American city with wide streets. It's very clean, sidewalks, and beautiful homes. The next pro I would say is cooler climate. We are about 600 feet above sea level, and you can feel it, and you can see it today, that it's very cool. There's a nice breeze, but sometimes you get a little bit of rainfall, but that does bring in a lot of lushness. Another pro would be great appreciation. Because of the great schools and its location, we tend to see that prices steadily climb. So being an owner here in Mililani is definitely a major pro. Now we talk about some of the pros, let's go over the cons. The first con, and something that everybody always thinks about when it comes to Mililani, is more rainfall. Because we are closer to that West Oahu Mountains and we're 600 feet above sea level, we generally are gonna get more clouds and more rainfall in this area. So just keep that in mind when you are shopping. There are different temperatures for different parts of the island. The second con would be not much nightlife. Again, like as we discussed, this is a family-oriented town. So if you're looking out for a night out with the boys, there's not many places out here. You're gonna have to go to Waikiki for that. And the third con would definitely be traffic. So it's not gonna be as bad as coming from Ever Kapolei, but you will see where the H1 meets the H2. There's definitely a lot of traffic when it merges right there. The next con would definitely be that the prices out here can be a little bit higher than some of the surrounding areas. Again, like Ewa Kapolei, we tend to see the prices over here, price per square foot, to be a little bit higher. But again, that's because of the school districts, and families will pay to be in those great school districts. Now let's talk construction type and home prices and what you can expect out here. So again, if you're gonna be shopping in Mililani town, that's where you're gonna find a lot of the homes built in the 70s and 80s. You're gonna have more of that plantation style homes, single wall construction, post and pier, window ACs, jalousie windows. And then as you go up the hill over into Mililani Mauka, that's where you're gonna find newer homes. They're gonna be built in the 90s and 2000s. Now, when it comes to prices, if you're looking in Mililani town, again, being older homes, condos generally start from about 400,000 to 600,000, townhomes from about 600,000 to 800,000, and single family homes from about 800,000 to $1 million. Now, if you go up the hill over to Mililani Mauka, of course, these are newer homes, sometimes bigger lots. The prices tend to go up a bit. So in Mililani Mauka, when it starts with condos, you're generally gonna see them start at about 600 to 800, condos from about 800 to 900. And when it comes to single family homes, anywhere from 1.1 to 1.4 plus $1 million. Before we step into this beautiful property, I really want you guys to feel what I'm feeling right now. So out here in Mililani Mauka, it's definitely a family-oriented location, and you can feel it not only in the air, but also with the sounds. Like just right now, I'm hearing some kids who just got out of school laughing and having a grand old time. We have these sidewalks and wide streets that definitely invites families. With that being said, let's see what this home actually has to offer. This is listed just under $1.2 million. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and just over 1,500 square feet. So let's check it out. Now in Mililani, as we discussed, most of the homes are gonna be built in the 90s and 2000s, and you can definitely tell when you're looking at this property that that's when it was built. You have the double wall construction. It does have some lovely renovations like the bamboo floors, split ACs, and then of course the open concept and renovated kitchen. Now another bonus specifically about this property, and most properties in Mililani, Mauka, is you're gonna have some sort of yard. Most properties are gonna be anywhere between 5,000, 7,500 square foot lots. And also you're generally gonna be surrounded by lots of parks and rec centers. And we can see just over the wall here, we have a massive park for you and your kids to enjoy. As we step upstairs, this is where the 3 bedrooms and 2 full baths will be located, as well as this bonus living area or sunroom, which is a nice touch. Now we're in Mililani town. It's a little bit different from Mililani, Mauka. Generally, you'll find smaller lots and homes that are gonna be a little bit older, but we have an amazing property for you guys to check out today. It's been fully renovated, definitely not old. This has been updated in 2025. This is listed at 1.275. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and just at about 1,600 square feet. So let's go check it out. Now it'll be very obvious to you that this house has been completely redone as it has here in 2025, but it has a load of modern fixtures and amenities that you probably have never seen before. So let's walk you through this amazing property. Now again, this home was built probably in about 1980 as it is in Mililani town, but it definitely has been renovated and modernized. And starting in the kitchen, we can see that they have the quartz countertops, waterfall style. They have gold fixtures, stainless steel appliances, and have a nice design touch when it comes to the light fixtures as well as the accent wall. One thing that you'll notice out here in Hawaii is as families grow, they need more square footage. So a lot of times you'll see properties that are 3-bedroom, 1 bath, and maybe they don't have a bunch of square footage, only 900 square feet. But what they actually do is they extend out by utilizing what once was most likely a lanai. And that's when you see these step downs, which is very normal. But you can see that they've utilized the space really well to create a living room. And again, with these modern touches with the split AC and this accent wall with the LED lights behind is absolutely stunning. Another new thing that I've been seeing in some of these new constructed homes is how they change the lighting and the mood, and that can really change how you feel in the morning. You might not want the house to be super bright, so they actually have this setting where you can change it to mood lighting by simply switching it twice. Now I see most likely 10 to 20 homes a week, and I see a lot of different things, but I have never seen anything like this before. This actually has a feature where it shows you the temperature gauge up top, as well as it allows you to clean the sink as if you're in a kitchen. And I might ask yourself, why would I need that? Well, I know my wife would love that because when I'm shaving and my hair goes everywhere, it allows me to quickly clean it. So that's a really, really cool touch to the property. Let's now talk about things to do in Mililani. Now, a lot of people might say Mililani is kind of boring, and it could be, depending on who you are. It's more family oriented, and that's really going to go side by side with the things that you're gonna wanna do out here. And the first one would definitely be the obvious, which I'm standing behind, which is to enjoy the 7 rec centers that they have out here. We're just outside Rec Center 7, which offers indoor basketball, indoor volleyball. It has a pool, a small jungle gym, as well as a barbecue area for you to enjoy with your family. And this is just one of 7. The second thing is to go down to Mililani District Park. Again, if you don't want to go to the rec center, you want to be outdoors, you can go enjoy Mililani District Park. Also, the third thing is on Sundays, they do have a lovely farmer's market. And if you want to do some bigger shopping, they also have Mililani Town Center, which has a bunch of big box stores like Walmart. You've got a UFC gym, movie theater, and all of the eateries that you could be looking for. And those are just a few things that you could do out here in Mililani. And the last one I've got to mention, because I'm a big surfer, one thing that I do like about Mililani is if you want to go to the North Shore and enjoy what we call the 7-mile miracle, some of the best waves in the world, you're only about 25 minutes to Haleiwa, and it's just a quick shot through the pineapple fields to enjoy some high-class surfing. Now, we discussed a lot of different things today in this Mililani video, pros and cons, things to do, the location, a little bit of history of Mililani, but at the end of the day, you gotta ask yourself, who's Mililani good for and who's Mililani not good for? Well, who's it not good for? Well, let's say if you're looking for a night out on the town, or if you're a single individual and you wanna make sure that you have something to do every single weekend, Mililani might not be the spot for you. Now, if you are someone who has a family, or you put a lot of importance in school districts and having parks and rec centers and convenience, Mililani could be pretty much a no-brainer for you. It's one of the best places when it comes to the school districts and definitely family-oriented. And with that being said, if you guys have any questions about any properties out here in Oahu, feel free to reach out to me. I'm Patrick with PatrickLongleyRealty.com, powered by eXp Realty. Hope you have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you soon. Aloha.